reactions, more reviews, spoilers ahead, zero in.
What's up, guys? We just got out of Thunderbolts again. I think it's time we talk about some spoilers.
I'm Ryan Jacob.
I'm Brandon Kelly.
And we are at the cinema. So I mentioned in my second take review that my daughter gave this movie a 5-star, aka a popcorn bucket, which is, great in itself, but I've worn her out on Marvel movies, so it's like a real big surprise. I was expecting her to rate it a little bit lower than that, but she did not. She's 11, so she probably doesn't have too much recollection of the old Marvel movies before, like Endgame and before, because I took her to all of them. So her memory is probably just of the mediocre Marvel movies that's been coming out since then.
Yeah. And I want to say the director of this movie, Jake Shearer, he needs to come back for more future Marvel projects. Yeah. This movie was shot so well. All the scenes were just shot so well. Everything was fantastic.
And whoever wrote it needs to come back too. It was great dialogue and everything. None of it was cheesy. Okay, so in our first video, we said that this was a movie about depression and mental health and whatnot, and which it is, but I think really it's a movie about acceptance. Yelena wanted to be accepted. At the end, she gets accepted. They accept their new identities. Yelena accepts Bob. They're all accepting each other and wanting to be accepted. It's a main recurring thing.
Yeah, to me, it's not even necessarily wanting to be accepted as well. It's needing to be accepted.
Yeah, to be
needing
happy.
To feel accepted. Yep. And not like you're a problem to everybody around you and you only cause problems and chaos.
Because not being accepted is what leads to their depression in all of them. And Yelena and Century, and they just have that connection from the beginning and throughout the movie. It makes me wonder, are they going to be a thing, maybe?
Mm-hmm.
But then if not, there's at least the parallel that she's able to calm him down like her sister calmed down the Hulk.
Yeah.
So there's definitely that parallel there.
Absolutely.
Didn't you say, how she was also like her sister?
Oh, yeah. There's a few scenes where she does a little homage to her sister. They kind of talk about it a little bit on the Black Widow series. It's kind of a joke on there, the way she has her little superhero landing every time.
Yeah, she does that throughout the movie, and she's still rocking her Black Widow hair the last time she's seen her sister, and I do stuff like that too for my little brother, I think he would like my gold teeth, so I got them. My glasses, I still got them, but I haven't worn them in a while. But I got some Ray-Bans that was just like some sunglasses my brother used to have, so that's just something that us that lost a sibling do. So that was good to see that in there, that's a real life parallel that people do. But people, were you about to say something?
Yeah, I think it kind of also goes along with the acceptance thing, accepting family, even though you may have done each other wrong at one point in time or something. I mean, family's family, and family is forever, and everybody needs family.
Yeah, and a couple other reoccurring things in there, like he was talking about with Yelena doing the Black Widow superhero landing. John Walker, when he came through with the shield and busted the circuitry, he was like, on your left, blow. So, Captain America on your left. Mm-hmm. There's a few times when they're all there in New York, and that's supposed to kind of resemble the Avengers assembling. So just a few callbacks about that in there as well.
I also love how they kind of built the relationship between Yelena and Red Guardian, because they've kind of had a strained relationship, throughout the Black Widow series and stuff. It shows a lot of that, but there's literally a moment in the movie towards the end where a moment between them two where you can tell that things change between them after that moment. Like
a little tonal shift.
Yeah, you can tell that they're like, okay, yeah, let's do this.
No, yeah, they had a great dynamic in the movie. And then Alexi, every time he came into the scene, he just bursted through it like he was the Kool-Aid man, like bah, you know, brah, just every time yelling, screaming, bursting into the scene, cracks you up every time.
Breaking up the seriousness.
Yeah, you know, like in a good way, in a great way. And then so there is there's there's a Captain America and a Captain Russia already on this team, but Yelena has America's ass.
Yes, indeed.
Oh yeah. I want to go watch Oppenheimer again.
Oh, man.
We're going to read from our notes a little bit. It might be a little unprofessional, but whatever. We want to hurry up and get home. It's late. So what? The spoiler, if you don't want to, you're already here for the spoilers, but I was reading the credits, I seen Fantastic Four First Steps main theme score. I knew Fantastic Four was going to be in the post-credit scene.
And somebody else speculated that they may have done that because they showed the Fantastic Four trailer before the movie, but
the first time I seen it, I said to the next guy beside me, I was like, look, it's Fantastic Four, they spoil it. He's like, oh no, they showed some trailers at the beginning. That didn't even make sense. I didn't feel like explaining. It showed, not them, but the Fantastic Four ship at the very end.
Yep.
Boom. Yep. Post-credit scenes that lead us into the next movie are back. Or it's at least one in this movie.
And speaking of, there's a reason why there's an asterisk on the Thunderbolts. This is actually an Avengers movie.
Yeah, the new Avengers. They are the new Avengers. Spoiler
revealed right at the end.
Man, so yeah, the Sentry was added into the comics, and then as it turned to the Marvel logo, the Void was taken over, so it turned black into this like black steel color. Marvel Studios. That was
lots
beautiful.
Of foreshadowing in the first 15 minutes or so of the movie, when Yelena's at the Ox Group or the Ox Corp, there's shadows behind her.
Ox Group sounds like Oscorp to me.
It does.
Yeah, that's that, and a lot of things that they said at the beginning of the movie were paid off at the end of the movie. So there's that foreshadowing as well. So Ghost's mask to me looked like a Bluetooth speaker. Just a little note I put in there, and also Yelena says, Val was testing on Bob. That's Inhuman. Easter egg. Had nothing to do with the Inhumans, but still it was a nice little nod.
It was also really funny how she called him, she called Red Guardian Santa Claus, and he plays Santa Claus in another movie.
Yep. I can't remember, The Silent Night, 2022.
Yep.
And then, so John Walker's shield is still bent from the Void bending it, but like the Void is still there, and he's the super soldier, and Alexi's the super soldier,
and the Winter Soldier,
and the Winter Soldier. Yeah, and at the end of the movie, his shield's still bent. None of them could straighten it back out. Like, what's that?
Maybe he just didn't want to. Maybe like the taco shield.
Yeah. There's always the party switch in the vehicles. You know, like Ragnarok Grandmasters. They hit a switch and the disco lights and party music came on. Well, same thing happened in Red Guardian's limo. Yeah. And then right after that, Winter Soldier came on the scene looking like the Terminator. There was some Terminator shots in there with the motorcycle and the shotgun. Wow, that was straight Terminator.
Oh, yeah. Terminator vibes all the way.
It's the third dual role movie of the year. We had Auto Nights with Robert De Niro. Sinners with Michael B. Jordan, and now Lewis Pullman playing Void
and the Void.
So I wonder if there'll be any more of those.
It killed it.
Speaking of killing it, there was like no final fight in the last few Marvel movies. Deadpool and Wolverine did not fight Cassandra Nova. Their battle was in a different way. Captain America and the Red Hulk did not they fought at the end, but it didn't end with the battle. It was a talk down.
It's kind of the way the Marvel formula has been, if you will, for the last
few movies. Because this one, some people say that ended in a group hug, and it kind of did, but it was still great because that moment hit me. It was emotional. Like the first time I watched it, like there's a tear almost right there. Let's see what else we got here. Is that AI art at the end? Looks like AI art, a lot of that stuff. And then they're talking about some of the stuff's funny though, like B Avengers or Avengers. It's just funny.
I think it may have been something kind of like what they did in Secret Invasion with the opening.
Yeah, it seems like they want to use AI sometimes. I don't know if that's AI, but it looks AI.
Yeah, it still looks cool.
Yeah. And then the first post-credit scene, like, why did the chick yank the box of cereal out of his hand just to set it down? Like, she never wanted to buy it in the first place. So why didn't she just turn around and leave without yanking it out of her hand? Like, hey, this was mine. You took it from me. I want it back. No, she never wanted it in the first place.
I guess maybe she thought that was the only way to shut him up or whatever.
I don't know, but what do y'all think? You guys got any thing you noticed that you want to let us know about? Put them down in those comments. Hit those buttons, drop those comments, and we'll see y'all next time at the cinema.